Hidden deep within the forests of Maryland lies a place so private that millions of Americans will never see it in person. There are no public tours, no souvenir shops, no long lines of visitors. Yet for more than 80 years, presidents, military leaders, and some of the world's most influential figures have quietly passed through its gates. Surrounded by dense mountains and protected by multiple layers of security, this retreat has hosted historic peace talks, confidential meetings, and moments that shaped world history. Welcome to Camp David, America's most secret presidential retreat. Today, we'll go behind the gates to discover why this secluded mountain hideaway remains one of the most secure places in the United States. The White House is one of the busiest buildings in the world. Every day it receives visitors, officials, journalists, and foreign leaders. But there are moments when a president needs something the White House cannot provide: privacy. During World War II, President Franklin D. Roosevelt sought a secure location away from Washington where he could work, rest, and meet with advisors. The mountain retreat that would later become Camp David offered exactly that. Originally built as a federal recreation camp, it was transformed into a presidential retreat and has remained one ever since. Its secluded location, cool climate, and natural surroundings make it an ideal place for both work and reflection. But its greatest advantage is something far less visible: security. From above, Camp David appears almost ordinary. A collection of modest cabins nestled among towering trees. But appearances can be deceiving. The retreat is surrounded by protected federal land, limiting public access and creating natural layers of security. Roads leading toward the facility are carefully monitored, and access is tightly controlled. Unlike large military installations, Camp David doesn't rely on imposing walls to make an impression. Instead, its greatest defense is isolation. Many people pass nearby without realizing one of the world's most secure presidential retreats lies hidden beyond the trees. Sometimes the best security isn't what people can see, it's what they never notice. Protecting Camp David requires more than fences and secure roads. Multiple organizations contribute to its security, each with a different responsibility. Publicly available information notes that military personnel support operations at the retreat, while the U.S. Secret Service is responsible for protecting the president during visits. Together, they coordinate to maintain a secure environment whenever presidential activities take place. Most visitors never notice the extensive planning involved. That is precisely the point. The best security often remains invisible, because when everything works as intended, nothing happens. Camp David has hosted some of the most important diplomatic meetings in modern history. Leaders from around the world have gathered here to discuss conflict, peace, and international cooperation. Away from the pressures of large cities and constant media attention, the peaceful surroundings encourage focused conversations. Some meetings have become milestones in diplomatic history. Others remain private. Yet each visit reinforces the retreat's unique purpose, not merely to protect the president, but to provide a secure setting where important decisions can be discussed. Sometimes history isn't made in grand conference halls. Sometimes it's written in a quiet cabin deep in the mountains. Modern technology allows leaders to communicate instantly across continents. Yet Camp David continues to play an important role. Its combination of privacy, security, and reliable communications provides an environment unlike any office in Washington. For every administration, it remains a place where presidents can meet with advisors, host foreign leaders, or simply step away from the constant pace of the nation's capital. Its purpose has remained remarkably consistent. Provide a secure place where leadership can focus without distraction. In a world filled with constant noise, that may be one of the most valuable forms of security of all. To many Americans, Camp David is simply a name occasionally mentioned in the news. But behind its quiet appearance lies decades of presidential history, diplomacy, and careful protection. It represents something larger than a collection of cabins. It represents the idea that leadership sometimes requires distance from the spotlight, and that some of the most important conversations in the world are held far from television cameras. Hidden among the forests of Maryland, Camp David remains one of America's quietest symbols of leadership, trust, and security.
Very good time.
Camp David may never become a tourist destination. Its purpose has always been something far more important: to provide a secure place where presidents can think, meet, and lead. If you enjoyed this documentary exploring one of America's most protected locations, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Escort as we continue uncovering the hidden world of presidential security, elite protection, and the extraordinary people behind history's biggest decisions. Because sometimes the most important places in the world are the ones almost nobody ever sees.